Hello guys, so in this video I would like to tell you the results of my mini research conducted under the topic of technology that relates to education. This video, an essay, is my final assignment for my English for Business presentation class in Venus University. So the title that I chose is Computer as a Media for Studying Process. So here we go. Nowadays, people will choose writing on a keyboard rather than write manually on a paper because using the technology is really easy and it's not tiring like we do it manually with our hands on a pen and write on a book. That's really tiring, and most students will choose to take pictures of the notes that is written on the whiteboard rather than writing the notes on a piece of paper. And that proves that traditional kind of work have been decreasing through time. So why do have to have computer in education? How could computer help us? Okay, so computer serves a lot of features that help us gain more. Like we have to do less to get more, and by that I mean like if we have to write, we can do it on a computer. If we have to make a presentation, we can do it on a computer. If we have to make tables for accounting, for statistics, we can do it on a computer. And even lecturers or teachers today will choose to present their material on a computer. They just have to plug their USB on the computer and voila, the material is being shown on a projector. And computer plays as a vital role in many field of work or studies. Like, oh my god, even for hospital, industrial, banking, every field of work needs computer to help them, because if we do it manually it will take a lot of time. So computer have the features to help us do things easier. So let me think. The computer also supports the internet, and with internet we can browse the web for materials to fulfill our task or learning. We can use the internet on a computer to learn by e-learning. We cannot do e-learning without computer, right? And computer also serves features like you can save documents on a soft copy rather than a hard copy, and that really saves paper. You do want to maintain our forests, right? And computer also serves audio visual presentation, and that really makes our studies really interesting and not boring. Because audio visual presentation on a computer, oh my god, there's color, there's sound, movement, and the same old information like on the book, and the computer transform it into a presentation, an audio visual presentation. It makes it a lot a lot different way, and yeah, our learning becomes so much fun. So in the recent years, the computer itself have become a natural part of our life, because like what I said before, it really helped our studies by by serving us so much features rather than traditional kind of work. The purpose of doing this mini research about computer as a media for studying process is to finish my final assignment for my English for Business presentation class, and to know how others use the computer as a helper to do their tasks, like how the students maximize the features on the computer to help them finish their college tasks, and also to know how others view the computer that is being produced today. Like, are they satisfied with the computers? Are they satisfied with the features? So by doing this mini research, we can learn what the people think of today's computer. And for the benefit itself, by conducting this mini research, we can learn how to do a survey. Like, this will be really helpful for our future. Like, we might do a lot of survey in the future, and also we might create a new innovation by learning how other people thinks of the computer. Like, by learning how other people's view of the computer, we can learn how to innovate the computer for the future. And also we can learn how to maximize the use of the computer for studying process for the people nowadays, for the children, for the teenagers, for the college students, even for adults. We can learn how to maximize the features to help others study. Because if we don't know what the computer can do, the what is it our the features itself will be limited. So by doing this mini research, we can learn how much knowledge the people know about the computer. For this survey, I used a questionnaire method, and I'm using Google Forms to share my questions with others. Just look, with the computer, we can make Google Forms to make a survey, and it really makes things very easy, because we don't have to meet with the participants. We can just provide the questions in the Google Forms, we copy the link and we share the link to others, and we wait for their responses, and after the response we can see the responses on our account. So by using the computer, it really helps us to survey for our work or our studies. And the participants for my surveys, my high school friends, they are going to different universities across Indonesia. So the questions that I provided in the survey are: number 1, how often do you use a computer in your daily life? There are 3 choices and they are always, often, and sometimes. Number 2, do you prefer doing your tasks with the computer or write on a paper? Okay, the possible answers are computer and paper. Number 3, how helpful is a computer for your college tasks? On a scale from 1 to 5, rate the helpfulness of the computer. Number 4, what kind of tasks you usually do on the computer? There are 4 choices and they are essay, presentation, editing, and interactive video. And the last questions is, what is your opinion on the existence of computer for education? Do you recommend it? And the choices are yes or no. And the data analysis based on the 10 participants in my surveys are, okay, for questions number 1, 6% choose always, 3% choose often, and only 1% chose sometime. And that data is really accurate with today's college students, because mostly people use the computer not only for education, they also use it to play games, to find entertainment like browsing the internet or listening to music. Yeah, so for question number 2, 10% chose computer and none of them chose paper. And that data is really correct for me. I just concluded as correct because, like I said before, computer is created to help us. So why would we create something to help us but we don't use them on our daily life, right? And for questions 3, 3% rate 5, 6% rate 4, 1% rate 3, and none rate 2 or 1. And that shows how helpful a computer in our lives and for our studying process. For question 4, with 4 different answers, there are 2% chose essay, 5% chose presentation, 1% chose editing, and 2% chose interactive video. And I agree with the why there are much more people make a presentation on a computer, because from my own experience, a lot of high school tasks and college tasks push us to create a great presentation to be presented in the front of the class, and that really pictures why there are 5, or most of my participants answer presentation. And for question number 5, 10% recommend yes, and none of them recommend no. Hey, I'm sorry. I mean 10% answers yes and none of them answers no. Because why would we not recommend something to other people that really helps us, and it also might help them, and it really gives us a positive vibe if we can use it maximally, and especially for our study, for our work, for doing our tasks. So why would we not recommend it? So to conclude this video, since the invention of computer back in the days, it was created to help humans, and yeah, it really helped humankind with its features. The computer keeps evolving from time to time until today, and it already have a lot of advanced features rather than traditional ways. And computer is being used by most of the people around the world because it is very helpful for our work and our studies. And also people will agree to the statement that other than helping us on our work and our studies, computer also gave us entertainment and fun. So it really balances our life. They can help us with our studies and our works, and also if we are not in the mood to do our work or our studies, we can watch videos, learn music, we can play games on a computer. Even though a computer have negative effects if human use it too much, but the positive ones is really giving us a great benefit for our lives. And I think most people will recommend the computer to others, especially for the ones that haven't used the computers maximally, so they can learn how to use the computer to their max potential, so the computer itself can help them in every way. And I hope in the future they create a better computer than the current computer. And I hope by inventing a greater computer, they will give us a lot of new features that will help us a lot more than the ones that helped us today. And so thank you for listening. That's the end of my video. I'm sorry for the mistakes I make in my video, and I hope you like it. So goodbye.